And in order to catalyze the development of Western Kenya through the reliable supply of electricity, I am also pleased to announce today that the proposed Solar One Limited plant at Kibos here in Kisumu has received all the requisite approvals by the government, and the project implementation can therefore commence immediately. This project is part of other ongoing reforms in the energy sector, which will position Kenya as not only a global leader in green energy, but also affordable energy. And I would like, in just the same way we have agreed with those who are from Solar One, Kenya can no longer afford to pay these high costs and high tariffs that some of our producers of electricity continue to demand from us. And we are going to change. Kenya must have a reduction in the cost of energy if we are to improve our competitiveness and ultimately be in a position to create opportunities for our young people for employment. When this particular project is completed, Governor Anyang' Nyong'o, this will therefore make Kisumu truly the first Kenyan green city, and that in itself is laudable. Hongera. So as I conclude, I join the CDF in lauding the good work done by all stakeholders who have worked tirelessly to make Kenya Shipyards Limited a reality. Indeed, soon as a country, and as a result of our growing efforts in infrastructure development, as well as in the development of industries such as shipbuilding, the increase in housing, backward linkages are already being created. For in a few months, we will be commissioning a steel manufacturing plant in Mombasa that has been triggered by the demand for steel products in various industries, such as the one we are here to celebrate today. Consequently also, agricultural produce and other goods from upcountry will find a reliable and cost-effective mode of transport to markets in Nairobi, Mombasa, and beyond. But what is most gratifying to me is that as I have watched these works develop, what has impressed me most is the number of young Kenyans, men and women, who have been empowered through acquisition of critical skills in shipbuilding. Furthermore, knowledge transfer is being implemented through internship programs and hands-on job training throughout the construction phase of the vessel that we see to my left, but also with the upgrading of this Kisumu shipyard. Indeed, the mainstreaming of our young people into the national economic agenda has been a key plank to my administration's development plan, as envisioned in our Vision 2030, but also in our Big Four agenda. So therefore today, I would urge the county governments in the Lake region to begin to draw up strategies and take advantage of the economic opportunities spawned by the Kisumu shipyard, and by so doing, it will be possible to unlock the enormous business potential that abounds within the Lake Victoria Basin and other inland waters, to create more employment and empowerment opportunities for our youth, our women, for them to generate revenue, not only for themselves, but both for the national government as well as county governments. So, ladies and gentlemen, Kenya, like any other country in East Africa, has a stake in Lake Victoria as well as other water bodies. And Kenya will continue to cooperate with all our partners in the East African community and other stakeholders to sustainably exploit the natural resources available within our maritime borders for the benefit.
Your Excellency, I'm very glad to welcome you, sir, today to this very, very important event of christening MV Uhuru 1 and floating it in preparation for its commissioning later this year. I'm glad, sir, also to report to you that out of the 3 major tasks that you assigned the shipyard, particularly this one here in Kisumu, all of them are largely completed and are waiting just a few touches. These 3 projects include the upgrading of this particular yard, the Kisumu yard, which is completed, and you have today inaugurated it. We've also had the program of desilting the Mbita Causeway and the Kisumu port, which is also completed. The 3rd major one is the construction of MV Uhuru 2 that is being built 118 years ago since this facility was created. Let me thank you, Your Excellency, for your strategic vision in finding it important for us to re-establish ourselves as a shipbuilding country. And today, that is visible, that if we apply ourselves, we can be able to achieve much more. Let me thank the Cabinet Secretary for Finance, who has supported this vision right from the start and has been prioritizing the work of this particular facility. Allow me also, Your Excellency, to thank the teams that have been working on these projects, starting with engineers, technicians, both from Kenya and from Netherlands, who have been here working tirelessly without a break to be able to deliver a project of this magnitude in less than 1 year, a project that ordinarily would take 3 years. They have worked seamlessly as a team. Let me in particular also thank the leadership of these teams, starting with the Kenyan MD of this particular facility, Brigadier Paul Otieno, who has been a key leader here, assisted by Colonel Mudungu as a chief engineer, and he has done a great job. I also want to thank Mr. Ronald Maat from Netherlands. Ronald Maat has been very useful, Your Excellency. Most of the marine-grade steel that we have imported, that is almost 4,000 tons of steel, has been brought by Maat, who has been poaching this steel from various diamond factories across the world to make sure that we meet up with the timelines, the Excellency, that you gave us. He was afraid at some point that he might end up losing his job, but now he's being congratulated, and I think he'll be getting a medal very soon in his own country. Let me also, Your Excellency, thank the staff, particularly the supporting staff here that has been employed here over the last 2 years. We've had over 2,000 Kenyans being employed here in this shipyard, and we foresee this growth going ahead as we get more projects that will come after Uhuru too. The key lesson, Your Excellency, that we are learning out of this is that we, Kenyans, can do extraordinary things. If only we applied ourselves and make sure that we are focused on national interest. If we focus ourselves on national interest, we will be able to achieve more. Achieving what we've achieved within that period of time is great. We have also, as you have briefed, Your Excellency, developed a lot of skills here, learning from our colleagues from Netherlands, and we are looking forward to increasing that capacity and so that we can be able to populate all our installations, particularly the 2 shipyards here in Mombasa.
You can switch on this button.
The green.
This one. Green one.
Green one.
Yes, and
So
there it is. So these are the machines that we have.